Hello and welcome to the Hope Book on CD.
In a quiet western land where the light of the sun shone long and harsh upon the plain, and forests were scattered miles away, lived a little flower. She was a lovely little flower with a bright orange crown and sunny yellow face. Her body was slender and deep green, her leaves were soft and plentiful, yet she was very sad, for she was all alone. She lived and grew in the driest land where no life dared to be. "Oh, where can you be? Anyone, please come save me." The little flower was very lonely, but she knew of a thing called hope. She had dreams of life and love surrounding her. She dreamed that one day she would meet a friend and pictured all of the lovely conversations they would have. But sometimes a thing called doubt would make the flower cry, and she would forget about hope. "I wish I had a friend with me, someone to love and share my dreams." The little flower grew with each passing day, and as the sun beat down upon her petals, she began to know a thing called time. Each day was long and lonely. "Oh, how I wish I had shelter," she'd say. "A mighty tree would suit me indeed, or maybe bushes full of leaves." One night, an odd thing happened. It never rained for long, but on this night, wind and rain would not stop. It blew and crashed upon the land. She was wilted and weary by morning's sun. Most of her petals had been blown away. She was so afraid. After hours of crying, the little flower closed her eyes and began to sleep. She dreamed that she was full of life and surrounded by a huge patch of flowers. She was no longer lonely and was very happy. Suddenly, a strange little noise awoke her. It didn't sound at all like wind or rain. When she opened her eyes, she was very startled. "Who are you?" she exclaimed. And as the little worm straightened his bifocals and arranged his bow tie, he said, "Why, hello, lonely one. My name is Wisdom. I am here to help you." "Oh my, where are you from? How did you find me, little one?" "I've come from the ground," he stated clear. "I've seen your roots. That's why you're still here." And suddenly a thing called inspiration came over the little flower, and she remembered hope, and she stood up again. "You see," said the worm, "you are still here. Why must you live in sorrow and fear? For even without a friend by your side, you still have your dreams. It's your joy you must find. I know it is hard to live all alone, but you are with faith, and that's how you've grown. I'll be your friend and tell you of life. I will stay with you until you're all right." "But then where will you be?" she asked. "I'll be in your memory, both present and past." "Oh no," the little flower cried. "Don't ever leave me. Stay by my side." The little worm began to tell the flower of all the life in the forests and how her dreams were right and real. She smiled and understood, and they spoke of all the love in life there was to give. They spoke of how important it is to love even the tiniest creature by the lowest stool, and even the smallest leaf. The worm told her that he got his name by telling everyone what there is to see in life, for even those who did not need bifocals still sometimes could not see love, and that is why his name is Wisdom. He then told the little flower that her faith was so strong that he would like to call her Hope. She loved her new name, and the time flew by with the lovely conversations she and Wisdom shared. Hope and Wisdom were very happy. They spoke of time and how the sun would tell them it was time to wake up, and the moon would let them know when it was time to sleep. Hope told Wisdom that she knew if there were all those sparkly little things in the night sky, that there must be more than just her on the ground. And for each of those sparkly stars, she would imagine a friend. They talked all night long. They spoke of inspiration and how love and faith could wash away that terrible and lonely thing called doubt. They were the best of friends. Hope had never known true happiness. She had always cried out of fear and sorrow, for she had been so lonely. And then one day, as they were talking, Wisdom looked at Hope and noticed a single tear trickling down her face. "Why do you cry?" he asked. "Because I am so happy," she said. And Hope for the first time cried not because she was lonely or scared or filled with doubt, but because she was happy and alive. "You see," said Wisdom as he smiled, "you've had it in you all the while. No longer shall you be alone, for your heart is now completely grown. It is not loneliness and fear that bring all love and life near, but happiness and grateful tears that give you friendship real and clear." "So I am happy?" asked the flower. "Yes," said Wisdom. And the little flower was now at peace. She had learned to accept her life as it was, and how to conquer the doubt that wind and rain and lonely day could sometimes bring. Wisdom had given her inspiration, and she grew strong and tall. Her beautiful orange and yellow crown was so full and bright, her spirit was free from loneliness and sorrow. Hope told Wisdom what she learned and how happy she is just to be alive. Wisdom was so excited, he began to bounce up and down in amazement and shouted, "Hooray, hooray! It's true, you're free! And all your sorrow and misery, gone, gone away from you. Now all your wishes will come true. Remember what I told you, friend, and know it till we meet again." And Hope looked down at the little worm to say goodbye. Just as she began to shed a tear, she saw something growing beside her. It was a little flower. "You see, it's real. All you feel and everything you'll ever be. For all your struggles, all your pain, you are still alive and free. And with your love and happiness, it is with new life you've been blessed. And you shall grow 1,000 more for every seed of love you pour. With tears not lonely nor afraid, but happy, hopeful, free, and brave." And the worm called Wisdom squirmed away. Hope was sad that Wisdom left, but she knew that he'd be back again whenever she needed him, because he was her friend. And that is how the patches grow. They start as one and strength is known. And through acceptance, love, and hope, a family, friends, and joy arose. Because faith and happy tears are why all flowers live for years, in even the loneliest land you know, the flowers will always grow and grow. And through sun's time, doubt's wind and rain, hope and wisdom still remain.
And that's the end of one story and the beginning of another. We're so happy that you enjoyed Hope, written, illustrated, and read by Sean Michelle Nelson.